beautiful friends, it's Lisa here from Arcaneandstellar, and I want to welcome you to my channel for this timeless pick a card reading. We're going to be looking at the question, who's currently or about to be obsessed with you? So I wanted to kind of include those that maybe don't really have anyone in their life right now that would be obsessed with them. I still wanted to keep it open for you guys, so I'm asking kind of like maybe currently or in the near future. So we're going to get a lot of markers, personality traits, we're going to get initials and everything like that. So yeah, let's dig in. So we have 4 different groups to choose from. Number 1, 2, 3, and 4. I want you to take a moment and really maybe meditate on the question, kind of repeat it to yourself, see where you're feeling drawn, whatever your method is for picking a card, in an intuitive way that will lead you to your correct answer. So with that being said, I'll give you guys a moment. Go ahead and make a selection, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, my friends. So if you chose group number 1, who is obsessed with you? Let's find out. So you've chosen this particular cutout here of this flower. And let's see what the cards are. So we've got the 2 of Cups. So I have a good feeling that this could be mutual, okay? You might also equally be obsessed with them. Or you have an emotional connection with this person, like as in you're close friends, good friends, or you find that you guys just flow very well together. So the 2 of Cups can show emotional reciprocity. So, it could be that person that you really get on well with. It's just like every time you meet or something, it's like the conversation flows, or it just feels so comfortable to be around them. So yeah, that's definitely, I think, an indicator that for some of you, this could be your crush, you know what I mean? Or the person that you like. We have the 8 of Swords here as well. Now the 8 of Swords can signify somebody who has anxiety, or is maybe someone maybe this person's a little afraid to make a move. And this could be like the type of thing where it's like somebody where it's like you get along so well, conversation always flows, everything's always nice, but they're not making a move. And I think this could signify that the person's a bit nervous, maybe, to cross that line. Perhaps they don't want to toe the line with you or, go any farther. And we've also got the Mountain here. So the Mountain can talk about, in a physical sense, this can talk about somebody who's very strong and solid in stature. It can also talk about somebody who's a bit stubborn, standoffish, kind of aloof, shy. So it's kind of like maybe their body language. I kind of feel like this could be somebody, it's like their body language is off, but and maybe there's a bit of back and forth here. It's like you almost have that sense of like, yeah, I can tell they like me. And then you're like, and then they act weird, We can talk about somebody who's a bit of a distant person, kind of maybe detached from conversation, maybe perhaps acts unemotional, or indifferent in some way. Of course, big, older can be, kind of physical attributes here as well. And yeah, it can talk about even somebody, one thing I will tell you though is the Mountain, especially with the 2 of Cups, for some of you, just for a few of you, it may be like an old enemy. Because that is one thing that can be signified. But this makes me feel like it's a stagnant connection. Like maybe it's something where it's not really moving forward, that sort of thing. In other cases, I think for some of you, it will be, perhaps that enemy. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take some more cards here. So we've got the card Trap here, Victim, Allure, and Trick. Interesting. I don't know. I'm kind of hearing for some of you, it's like you wouldn't want to fall back in this trap. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have Marionette, Dictatorship, Domination, Reluctance. And then we have Daydream. I think this is for some of you, this person, it's like you kind of wonder what's making them act the way that they're acting. It's almost like everything's so wonderful between the 2 of you. Why are they acting as if it's like they're just daydreaming about you? But they don't know how to kind of take control of the situation with you. So it's like they're just secretly obsessed, but they're not actually acting on it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm really getting. Let's get some attributes of this person. We'll see who this is. Maybe some qualities of character. Maybe something that will help you kind of know more about them, or, you know, recognize who they are, perhaps. And I'll get one more. That one. Okay. So, what do we got? We got business. Okay, so this could be someone you know through work or business. They could be a business person or work in a business atmosphere. We also could see dancer. Interesting. That's funny with the marionette. Whoa, that's interesting. Maybe for some of you, they are dancers or you're a dancer. But yeah, dance, I think it's probably more like them. Maybe they like dancing videos, or they were at one point a dancer, or they like, you know, something that. Yeah, that's interesting. We also have protective. Dancer, of course, could also kind of talk about somebody who kind of dances around, is kind of elusive as well. We also have protective, and again, with the mountain here, it could be somebody who's very self-protective. They put up a lot of walls around themselves, as an example. We have party animal. So I almost wonder if somebody could act kind of flippant, or it's like, I mean, they could have been a party animal at one point, but it almost makes me think about somebody who acts like, you know, maybe like things don't bother them. Because we've also got cheerful as well. So it makes me think of somebody who's kind of like outgoing, cheerful, kind of a party animal, or acts like, you know, they have a lot going on, or maybe they are, you know, the type to party a little bit, or whatnot. Or again, I think it could be, I think it could also be signifying that the person perhaps acts like they don't care or something at certain points. We've also got unique voice. So this person could have a unique voice, you know, different than maybe others. Maybe it's their accent or their tone of voice, or, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like you recognize their voice. It's like one in a million, or it's just different. You know what I mean? Like, some people just have very distinct voices. And then we have tough childhood. So this person probably has had some sort of tough childhood. This could have made them be kind of offish as well. And then we've got urban lifestyle. So this seems like a city dweller, or somebody who mainly lives in the city. Okay. Perhaps it's a more city lifestyle. Who is obsessed? Tell me more. Oh, we've got play more. Okay, that's funny because of the, you know, party animal cheerful. It's almost like somebody who masks their pain or their desires through humor. So this could be, and again, jacks are on there, right? And that game, you know, is kind of tricky. And it's almost like, I feel like in some way, it's like you can't quite capture them. Like, it's like you can't quite put your finger on them. They're very kind of hard to, you know, pin down in a way. And then we have vibrational alignment. It's interesting because of the mountains featured here as well. And then we have the mountain. It kind of feels like a person who's waiting for the right moment. And this is maybe somebody who's always waiting for the right moment, but the right moment never comes. It's kind of like, I'm going to ask them out next week once I do this. You know what I mean? I do feel like this person isn't going anywhere. I think they eventually will speak up. Okay? So I do feel like, yeah, this person will eventually speak up. They will say what they want. I don't think that they're letting go of this, especially because of that Two of Cups. I really do think this person's very affectionate. Yeah, they're not going to give up. They're kind of ready. They're just, I think, facing certain fears and anxieties. I kind of think of this disturbance card as like the little demon on your back that like tells you you're no good, or, you know, something like that. So that's kind of how I take that card. And it's almost like, you know, they got to throw that off of them. I think that this person, despite like seeming very confident and outgoing, I really feel as if this person has a lot of confidence issues, okay? And like I said, it's almost like somebody who's like, next week, next month, in 2 days. You know what I mean? Okay? This person also could, yeah, definitely. It's like they have two sides to themselves, and like, it may be some ways they have certain problems. We have homeless here. Now, we have here failure, castaway, and poor. It doesn't have to be that they're actually poor, although it could be that they do have certain financial issues. I actually think more so it's like the person is really struggling between the yes, go for it, and the no, don't go for it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like getting caught back and forth, you know, between their desires and then their insecurities. But I do feel like eventually this person will speak up. They will say something. They will come toward you. I do think that's, you know, going to be the case. It's just like they're trying to find the right time. Now, of course, some of you might be like, yeah, well, you know, if they don't come forward, then I'm not going to do anything. But yeah, they definitely dream about you and think about you a lot. I think you bring up a lot of thoughts in them. But they're just afraid. And maybe in some cases, especially if this is a friend or something, they might not feel like it's the right time, you know? It might be that there are certain blockages from them expressing themselves. But I feel like, again, eventually for some of you, this person will definitely express themselves towards you, and you will know. So, yeah, let's get some letters. Sorry. Okay, let's see, we've got T, W, R, my dog is snoring. We have a blank one, so that can be any letter. Let's see, E, C, P, I, R, L, P, N. So we've got... We could have Tim here, and we could also have time. So again, giving it time here. We also have rule, if you like use the blank tile, like rules as well. So maybe again, if they feel like there's, you know, rules that they don't want to break. As an example, it could be somebody who has a lot of rules for themselves. And then we have the name Ren. We could have Sean here as well. But yeah, I won't go through all the names. I'll just kind of like, it could be initials as well. And just if you see any certain words in here, you can definitely put them down in the comments below for others so that they can kind of see like group number one's possible words as an example, because some of them might stick out. Of course, I just don't want to bore you here sitting here for a while trying to come to all of them myself because I'm not always the best and the quickest at this. But yeah, that's your reading. I really do hope that it was helpful and enjoyable for you. Do you know who this is? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to get a personal reading with me, you can do that through my description box. Go ahead. And then of course, if you want to have more access to numerous pick-a cards that are behind the scenes, you can join here as a member on the channel. But anyways, take care guys and have a beautiful and blessed day. Bye-bye. Hello my friends. So you chose group number 2 here with this cutout. It's not a sticker, it's a cutout that you can paste in scrapbooks. Okay, so let's get started. I'm just going to cleanse the area and we're going to find out who is obsessed with you. So we've got the Queen of Wands here. We've got the Death card. And we've got Ace of Pentacles. Ooh. This feels as if, I kind of feel if this might be someone that you've cut off in the past, just because of that Death card followed by the Ace of Pentacles. That kind of feels as if it's a person that you've cut off here at some point, or one that isn't... Okay, we've got care and family. And fury. Okay. Yeah, kind of feel as if this is somebody you've had a falling out with. This could be a family member or somebody that was like family or very close or very bonded to you. We have here the Fury card, so this can talk about offense, madness, unpleasantness. Obviously, this person looks pretty PO'd, and I kind of feel as if there may have been maybe some rash behavior. As an example, we have care here, so parenthood, patron support. Even some of you could have argued about family with this person or something like that, or something of that nature, of course. The Queen of Wands indicates, well, it could be a feminine energy. It could also indicate somebody who has a lot of fiery energy as well. Somebody who's very like confident, optimistic, sort of a go-getter. But yeah, the Death card makes me feel as if this is something where they want to come back around. Or maybe you guys are in, you know, not in a good position at this time. Okay. Who is obsessed? I'm going to just get some of these attributes here. This could be somebody who's a giver or would like to give, maybe a little bit differently. Let's see here. We have independent, so definitely an independent spirit. Yeah, that makes sense with that Queen of Wands. So they might be kind of like independent, it's my way or the highway, I do things my way. We have health issues too, so they could deal with health issues as well. We've got someone you've met. Okay, so yeah, definitely someone you know. So, okay, so it's not somebody who's like secret. This is someone you definitely are aware of in your life, okay? And we've got here gift giving. Oh my God, that's so funny because I said that already. Whoa, okay. Yeah, might be somebody who gives gifts or has given you a gift before. Yeah, maybe it's like somebody who likes to be generous. As an example, there could be impulsive generosity here. We've got the career-oriented person as well. So independent, career-oriented. Maybe this is somebody who's like into having their own business or something. We have no tattoos. And we've got musician. So maybe somebody who plays an instrument or, you know, is kind of like likes music a lot. We have artistic as well. What have we got? Brown hair. And gray hair. So brown or gray hair, perhaps. So some of you, this might be like an older woman in your life, like maybe a family member or something, I wonder. I don't know how those got into my bowl because they're not supposed to be there. But yeah, brown or gray hair, perhaps. We have rich. So somebody who maybe has more money than you or seems rich. We have good singing voice as well. But what also is interesting is we have nomadic lifestyle and world traveler. So that's really interesting too. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's check it out. Who is obsessed with them? What is the deal here? Yeah, this is definitely probably the person who speaks their mind, doesn't really worry about it, especially the independence. I'm kind of thinking we have social media connections, so you could know this person through social media as well. Maybe they're also attracted to that about you if you're kind of that type of person. Yeah. We got defense mechanisms. Could be there was, yeah, I kind of feel like maybe things went awkward and it's like they're kind of nostalgic and now they're kind of wondering what you're up to. Maybe they put up some defense mechanisms if you guys had an argument. I feel like you were very close to this person at one point in your life. And maybe not all of these little cards will resonate with you, but I think a good majority of them will. Obviously, these are general readings, but makes me feel as if most of them would resonate. You know, most of them, or at least some of them would. But yeah, it could have been somebody who's a very generous person, but it could be that the way that things ended was kind of like defensive. As an example, it feels like you guys are on the outs with this person. Okay, that's what I'm going to tell you. Okay, let's see. I'm going to get some letters here to see if we can get some name. Oh my goodness. I haven't used this in a while. It's got like little dusties in it, like dust stuff. Okay. Let me see. I also got two that fell on the floor, if I can get to them. I will try to get them. Okay. So we've got E, R. Let me see if I put them right there. If you'll be able to see them. D, U, D, A, I, X, a blank one, so that's a fill in like the blank one. We also have another I here. We have B, N, U, Y, Y, R, I, a lot of I's, I. We have two blanks, and then we have L. Okay, so we've got, quite a few little letters here. I see Dan as an example. We've got Day. We've got Ray as well. We've got Bray. We've got Brad. We've got Doctor, perhaps. We've got Darby. And Arby's. We've got Lars as well. We also have Larry, perhaps, by the way. Let me see. Perhaps we've got Annie, we've also got Ali. Okay. We've also got, perhaps Amy if we use tile. Same with like Liz if you use a tile, or Lydia as an example with a Y or a I. But yeah, those are the letters I'm seeing. I'm not going to go through all of them. Obviously, I don't want to sit here and bore the heck out of you guys. But there may be, names in here, initials that could be important. And go ahead and take a look if you want. But yeah, that's your reading. I'm curious. You guys know who this is that's obsessed with you? I don't know. It feels as if, and if it's not, it doesn't have to be a feminine energy. Like for some of you, that could just be, I don't know, maybe it's like kind of, signifying that dynamic between the two of you. But yeah, kind of feels as if this one is the one where things are a little bit rocky. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, there you go. I'm going to go ahead and go for now. But if you like this reading, I'd love it if you guys commented down below. Do you know who this is? And I will see you all next time, okay? Take care and bye-bye. The stars can indicate also that somebody is well-known or popular. It can also say like maybe somebody who's a guide or a counselor of some kind of like maybe a life coach, guru, role model. It also can talk about a web designer as well, by the way. And that's another possibility. And then, of course, we can talk about somebody who's a bit of a dreamer. In a physical sense, this person may have very striking or attractive eyes. And in terms of work as well, this can talk about somebody who's in IT or network engineering. It could talk about somebody that's an astrologer or astronomer. Maybe like kind of like complicated things, you know what I mean? Like where there's a lot of intricacies as well. Could also talk about somebody who works a night shift, but not has to be. It just, it feels like somebody's falling in love with you. But they act actually quite uninterested, which I have no idea why. The key makes me think that this is somebody important, or they hold some sort of authority or importance in life because of the nature of the key, obviously. That card kind of makes me think of somebody that is like kind of important in some way. And the key can really also say that I think it could show somebody who feels like they want something really good with you, as an example. And this may be somebody who's really dreaming about how to reveal their feelings, or how to kind of, say something. This can talk about somebody with a very serious influence as well. And it could feel like somebody who's like a soulmate, as an example, or they feel like you're the soulmate. Like, that's definitely. And also it can talk about, you know, plans and strategies. So it could be somebody who's like really trying to figure out, you know, how to approach you, as an example. But this is definitely, like I said, somebody who I would say really likes you. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I would say. Like, really likes you. Tell me more about this person. Of course, you could have Aries vibes with the Emperor. Mask, absolutely. Deception, pretending, inconsistency. Yeah, this person does not show their true face. They're not showing how ready they are. This, I told you. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. So the marriage card, I told you, this person, they're obsessed to the point of like they'd want to marry you. Like, they're actually thinking about that. They're like ready, like, but they're not telling you. Which I don't know why that is. Well, I guess we'll keep seeing a little bit more. What is going on with this person? Who are they? Yeah, it's almost like somebody, if you snap, it's like, yeah, they're just waiting for the right moment here to think about it. That's what's going on. They're really thinking about how to approach you properly. But I feel like this person comes off kind of indifferent in some ways. Or you kind of wonder, are they really into me? Or are they really emotionally there? Yeah, they are. Growth and transformation. Yeah, this is a person. Yeah, you guys are, wow. Yeah, you're on the same page with this person. I actually think that you might like them as well. The person who's obsessed with you. They just have a hard time opening up their heart. This person may like be always in the Emperor energy of where they have to feel like they, you know, have to be like strong and like tough or something. It may be that sometimes they have a hard time showing that vulnerability, as an example. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely something here. We're going to get mysterious. That's hilarious. I'm not even looking at these. Obviously, I'm just kind of looking up as I do this. We're going to get to some attributes about them. Maybe it'll help clarify who this is. But yeah, this person's thought about marrying you. Like, you're the one that they would, like, see themselves with. Okay, we've got patient. Yeah, so this is a person who doesn't need to rush. They're in no rush with you. It's like maybe they take things very patiently. We also have introverted. So again, maybe more of a quiet strength, you know, a quieter person, somebody who doesn't say a whole lot or isn't super crazy outgoing. And we have has a pet, so it could be somebody with a pet. We have cheerful. So even if they're introverted, even if they're kind of like, you know, I saw that mysterious, where was it at? I know I saw that one come out. Okay, yeah, mysterious. Even if they're mysterious as an example, it's like, well, maybe they're just, oops, sorry. Maybe they're just mysterious in how they kind of act, but it's not necessarily that they're unfriendly. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, like Edward in like Twilight. Oh my God, those books. In the movies or whatever, it was like he acted kind of rude to Bella, I thought. I don't know. That's just what I thought. But like, this is not the person who would act like that. You know what I mean? Where it's like, he almost looks like he's constipated or something when they're around you. You know what I mean? No. They'd be friendly and they'd be nice. You know what I mean? They're just kind of quiet. So that may make them a little bit mysterious. We've also got free thinker as well. So this may be a person who is really thinking about you a lot as well. And with free thinkers, this can show somebody, yeah, who has a different mindset than a lot of others. They may have kind of their own ideas and opinions. It's like they may even go against the grain sometimes as well. Like they might be the person who's like, well, I don't care about new cars or this. Well, okay, we have expensive taste. So actually they do like expensive things perhaps. But yeah, they just aren't like fitting society's molds all the time. They are kind of like very independent in their mindset. And then we've got dancer. So this person might like dancing, or they might be a good dancer. Maybe you don't know this about them yet, or they want to be a dancer, or they kind of have something about dancing. And then we've got contemplative. So a thinker, a contemplative person, it's somebody who's always trying to, and they may even come off as like uninterested when they're thinking. And actually, what's funny is I feel like this person's actually thinking about you and like what you're saying, but it's almost like you're like, are they even listening to me? Like, or you wonder if are they even interested in what I'm saying? It's like almost that vibe comes to me, where it's like it's like they're just sitting there thinking about what you're saying, but it's like you may kind of, it's like something about this person comes off as like somewhat disinterested, or they throw you off. Okay. So let's get some letters. Oops. Now these could be initials, words. We'll see what comes through. Okay, let's see what came through. Ooh, we've got double O's. We've got Y, E, V. Yeah, they love you. Look at that. We have love here. Yep. Yeah, this is definitely someone who loves you. It could be even your own partner already. Ha. Okay. We have cry, so this could be somebody who's cried about you. And we've got, let's see here, lie. Perhaps they've lied to you before, or the way that they kind of act is kind of like a lie. We have clove as well. I don't know. That could be something. We have, let's see here. Or maybe you've seen them cry, or I don't know. Or they don't like that, maybe, I don't know. We have LOL. So I'd say it's somebody who would make you laugh as an example too. We also have not. We have no and not. So it's almost like, I wonder if for some of you it's almost like you have more negative, not negative feelings about this person, but you think that maybe you're like worried that they're like a no, or that they would not want to be with you or something like that. It makes me think. We also have cove as well. And yeah. Okay, anyway, I won't talk too much. We have Roy, I saw, and yeah. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much about the letters because I just don't want to like waste your time. But of course, I'd love it if you guys left a comment below if you see some words here or names. You can always, we have Troy, by the way. So we can always, see in the comments below, just say group number 3, and then maybe put the letters there that you see, like words that you come up with. So then we can kind of take a look as an example. Maybe it'll help other people if they're not good at doing this. We have over as well. I wonder if for some of you it's like, there's no way, or it's over, that sort of thing. But yeah. And we also have, we have yell as well. Okay, anyways, but yeah, I'll stop here. I wish you guys nothing but the best. I hope that life is treating you good. If you want a personal reading with me, you can do that through the description box. You can find my Etsy store there, as well as my Amazon wishlist and stuff if you want to get back to me or the channel. And then, of course, there's also, you can join here as a member and get some more exclusive picker cards. But yeah, take care, guys, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye-bye. Hello, my friends. So if you chose group number 4 here, the last group, this is going to be your reading. So let's just cleanse the area and get started. So we've got this cutout here that you've chosen, and we've got 2 cards, and I'll pull some more, as well as we're going to be doing initials or letters. Basically, you can come up with words and names, perhaps initials, and then of course we're also going to have some attributes I've written on paper as well. So we've got the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. And so here we go. Let's find out. So we have the 10 of Swords here. Could indicate that there's been an ending between the two of you. Actually, with the 10 of Swords, this also could indicate the person is going through a very hard time as well in their life. It could be that they've hit a big roadblock. This could be like somebody who's, gone through something significant in their life recently, maybe something that feels very like oppressive or kind of like heavy. And also for some of you, I kind of feel like this isn't going to be for all of you, but I kind of wonder if some of you, this person's recently lost their job or has had problems with their work or their money or their finances, but it won't be for all of you. I do feel like the 9 of Pentacles can show somebody who's very like kind of attracts a lot of attention, is very like physically attractive as an example too. But yeah, we could say also, we've got the mice here too. So the mice here can talk about somebody who's a bit nervous, somebody who's a bit insecure as well. And The mice also, like a warrior, somebody who's a warrior, somebody who's on edge is an example, and even nitpicky or unstable. This also can talk about somebody who's a workaholic as well. So that might be something. Somebody who like kills their back working like all the time. Yeah. And also maybe somebody who's a bit stingy or cheap as an example too. Interesting. Not the best qualities, I think, coming out necessarily. Oh, I wonder if some of you, this might be somebody you're not really into. We'll see. We'll see. We have somebody who, with the fox here, this could talk about petite to average height, as well as perhaps red, copper hair, or, you know, we can also see graceful, dainty, light-footed, someone like that as well in terms of physical, you know, natures. But this can talk about somebody who's a bit manipulative, inventive, cunning, crafty. These are the sorts of attributes that can come out. And it could be even somebody who makes money doing something kind of crafty or sneaky or something like that. Or again, it could just be that they're a bit untrustworthy. They could be a bit selfish in nature as well. Gosh, we're not seeing the most like highest attributes here. Let's find out what these things say. Let's take a look and see who is obsessed with them. Okay. They might be just very smart at finances. You know, it might be that they invest wisely. They may be very much focused on making a lot of money, as an example. Not the type of person to... Let me just see. Sorry, I'm like concentrating. I'm not good at doing two things at once. And then I'll take one more. And I want whatever that is. Okay. Let me see. What do we got here? We've got tastes. Okay. So they might have good taste. We've got like science, so could be very scientifically minded. In the public eye. Yeah, kind of makes you feel like this person does attract a lot of attention. We've got gamer as well. Has a pet. Acts of service, contemplative, writer, finances, as I mentioned, and then we have direct. Okay. Ooh, okay. So we could see somebody who, it's interesting because we have direct, and that kind of goes against manipulative. So maybe for some of you, this person is direct, but then maybe they're not necessarily always manipulative. Perhaps at times you think they're manipulative, but actually they're just being contemplative. Okay, so that kind of takes out some of the negative a little bit here. We have sweet dreams. I do want to say this is somebody who doesn't go easily out of their comfort zone. That's what I'm going to tell you. Like, they have a really hard time going out of their comfort zone. That's one thing I'm really getting. Yes, yes, yes. They are controlled by reluctance and fear at times. And they could come off as a bit selfish in nature. It's like they would rather do what they like to do. I'm just going to tell you. And in fact, actually, this person could have ghosted you or has acted in a way that felt you were robbed of maybe your expectations, as an example with this person. This is a person who probably has or will let you down a little bit, okay? I'm not going to lie. I tell it straight like I see it, okay? I'm not going to bullshit you guys. And yeah, so this feels like almost like somebody who's a bit toxic. Just saying. Okay, yeah, they love themselves. Maybe a little bit too much, though. And it may be that they act that way because of nerves. You know, it's like they're scared. They need everything stable. And so putting themselves out there doesn't make them feel stable. And so they would rather, do what they want to do than actually confront what they want. Exactly. Even though they can be direct at times, I still think that there's a lot of indirectness. They may act like they're direct. Actually, that might be a front. Like, they act quite direct, but they're not actually being direct. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We have a nightmare here. Suffering, darkness, persecution. Again, I think this person's very fearful. I do get like a lot of anxiety, and I think their anxiety actually leads to really terrible moments in their life. It's like it leads to endings. It's like they do the wrong thing, and it leads to them getting, feeling, I don't know, not screwed over because it's their own fault. But yeah, we have acts of service. So I would say that this person, when they do show their love language, it's like they show through doing things. you know, like doing acts of service. But yeah, this is a social media connection as well. We've got you're not being heard. Yeah. So this person may shut you down, or it's like maybe you feel like there are things left unsaid here as well. Like you're not, if like they didn't hear your question or they didn't answer you correctly, or you're like, what the hell is going on with them, is what I feel like. And yeah, there's fear-based, yeah. Okay. So we've got a good picture. This is somebody who gives lopsided effort, and it has a lot to do with fear-based mentalities. Okay. And it's kind of like, you get setbacks from this, okay? You may write a lot with this person. The social media connection and writer. It's funny, when writer came out earlier, I didn't say anything about it, but I kind of feel like this might be somebody you write to. Like maybe it's online, or maybe you mostly text rather than anything. Of course, they could be a writer or do a lot of writing for, you know, their career as an example, or a hobby, but I kind of feel as if for some of you, or they do, yeah, some kind of typing or something like that too. Yeah, I feel like we also have nearby. So it could be somebody in your local area, or or you've met them. This is the type of thing too, if it is a social media connection, I would want to say that they are either close to you or you've met them before, like you've been near each other, is what I would say as well. Oh, yeah, but that lopsided effort makes me feel as if this person doesn't give. And it's like, what is going on here? Because they're obsessed with you. I'm going to try to see what's going on here. What is going on here in terms of like, well, their obsession? Like what? Tell me a little bit more here about this person. Okay. Yeah. The Reaper and the Book. So the Reaper is basically, it's the scythe, okay? So the scythe can talk about someone who's kind of being, there can be like, this can mean that someone's a bit rude sometimes, or something like that. We can also talk about somebody who like is turning something down, a breakup, a brutal separation, kind of a cutting off, rejection. It's almost like somebody, you know what I'm going to tell you is like this person may have cut you off before they found out, or as well, that's almost kind of what it's like. It reminds me of somebody who's like, I don't know, it's like when it got to it's like they maybe misjudged too quickly, or something like that. This also could be somebody who cut you off for hidden reasons as well with the book, because the book can sometimes show secrets or, you know, hidden agendas as well. So we could see somebody who kind of cut you off for, you know, that maybe the wrong, it's like for unknown reasons, but actually maybe there was a different reason than what they told you. And it's like they were direct, but not exactly direct actually, because I think that there was something that they were hiding. This is a very specific, interesting story here. Let me see. Yeah, we have communicate. Yeah, we have the bird. The bird can indicate communication. Gosh, this could be like a secret affection as well, by the way. Emotions that have not been revealed, or a hidden affair as well, like, or a secret admirer, as I mentioned as well. That like kind of hidden something, and so. This is, maybe for some of you, this is a secret admirer and you don't even know who the hell this is, and they're nearby, but you don't even know who they are. And they're just going through all this weird little drama inside of themselves. That could be it too, for some of you. This is interesting. Definitely the most interesting out of the groups. I'm like, what is this guy or girl or whoever? Yeah. It's almost like, too, with the minor setback, makes me feel as if, like, there may have been something you said or did, or maybe it's like they kind of get afraid. This could be somebody also, like I said, who's very afraid of rejection. I don't like the kind of manipulative qualities I saw come through, because it almost makes me feel like somebody who would kind of play games a little bit in terms of like acting like they don't care when actually they really do. And sometimes that can be a big waste of our time when people act like that. So, you know, I would say though, this person probably would do acts of service for you. So that's one thing I would look at, is has somebody tried to do something nice for you in an acts of service kind of way as well. And again, I do think that there is some sort of attention this person gets as well in the public eye in the Nine of Pentacles. Like, it makes me feel like as if this person could be somewhat popular or something like that, you know. Let's get some letters here. I'm going to get some letters and we can see if we can get some words or names, whatever comes through, initials perhaps. I won't spend too much time on them. I don't want to like waste time and make you bored. So I'll just put them out there, maybe go through a few and then we'll end the video there. But of course, if you want to share what you see down in the comments, it can be really helpful because some people aren't good at that and, you know, might love it if you like brought out some ideas. So definitely don't be shy to leave a comment and let us know what you see. Okay, so these got some dusty stuff in them. I have not used them since I moved, and so they've kind of gathered a little bit of dust. Okay, we've got E, two E's, R, Y, T, F, E again, I, S, N, B, N, T. Sorry, I'm left-handed, but I know that gets in the way of you guys seeing it. Sorry. Okay, A, E, and then a blank one. So blank one can be kind of any letter. Okay, so what have you got here? I see Tia, I see Nate, I see Brian. Yeah, I see Brian. And I also see Brent and Brent. And I see Remy. I see Reem. That's a woman's name. We also see Rainy. And we also have Brainy, so this could be a brainiac because we had that like science. So it could be somebody who acts like a brainiac, who acts like a scientist or does something like that. Yeah. We also have Sit and Fit. We have Bear. So bears to me remind me of kind of protective, powerful types as well. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Let me know, like I said, you guys, what kind of words do you see, and let the others know too, because then we can go down in the comments and look and see what everyone else found, because, you know, I feel like some of you are probably a lot. We have tiny as well, by the way. That's funny, actually, because this person could be tiny in stature or smaller in stature because of the fox as well and the mice. So they could be a bit smaller, but it doesn't have to be because well, I don't know. We don't, yeah, you know, never know. Anyways, we also have dirt and dirty. Dirt and dirty. Okay, anyways, I will go. Lots of love to you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.